Together, we're talking with famous people. The internet's only YouTube channel. And we're watching the Athletics, who are currently defeating the New York Metropolitans by a score of 7-1. And I anticipate that maybe in a little while, Rachel and I may even walk around the house a couple of times. It's certainly conceivable. Now, whether or not we have many takers for a Tuesday's Pleasantries is yet to be determined. It's not a very clickbaity title, you know. Hi, Winston's mom.
Hi, Winston's mom.
Welcome. But I kind of feel like I'm just killing time right now. Just anticipating amphetamines later in the week, you know. Trying to get all my sleeps in. All the sleeps from 1 to 1,000,000. So, I'm not especially tired, but neither am I especially energetic. As I predicted, the Athletics are really doing well. But even our own announcers are not yet talking about the possibility of us making
No, they're
the
not.
playoffs. No, I don't think Kanye West would make a better president than Donald Trump. I'd say no. Kanye. Got some clips of Tom Cruise passing the Olympic torch at the end of the ceremonies. Huh. Is he representing LA? Great. Just what LA needs. Tom Cruise representing.
Yeah, seriously.
Is that why he was there? I did
think sometimes it makes sense, like, they run from the last place to the new place.
You can't run across the ocean. How are you going to run across the Atlantic Ocean?
Wait, it's running Greece? Or, I don't know.
I mean, I guess they take it on a boat.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I guess they just give it to Tom Cruise, figure he'll handle it.
I don't know why they gave it to Tom Cruise, except for it makes me think about the Illuminati.
Tom Cruise, can you make sure this torch gets to Los Angeles by the next Olympics? Yes, Acacia's from Los Angeles, so am I. Do you agree that presidents shouldn't say sorry? No. I mean, it depends on the context, right? They shouldn't make a habit of going around and apologizing to everybody. There was a motorcycle driven by Tom onto an airplane, and then he parachuted in with the torch. Really?
I can't believe that. That can't be true. That can't be true.
Hey, Winston's mom, what do you think of my theory? INTJs, they are fulfilled in the productive things they do benefit loved ones or humanity as a whole. I mean, isn't that kind of true of everyone? Look at these. It's like weird mess of spiders.
Oh my gosh! Whoa!
What's going on right there?
Yeah, what is going on right there?
What do you think that's all about? I didn't monetize this one, and you know why I didn't monetize it?
Why?
So so that I could show the plants without getting in any kind of trouble.
Smart.
You crazy? I've heard variations of this kind of cut and paste insult of yours before. The thing is, what you want to do is come up with something original that's actually creative and interesting, not just copy and paste something you've heard somebody else say before. Otherwise, you just seem like a dumbass. And anyway, I'm offering Tuesday pleasantries, okay? Not Tuesdays for dumbass. So, let's enjoy. Yeah, there's a few variations of it, but yeah. You crazy? You're never going to get anywhere in life with just copying and pasting other people's insults. Like, obviously, that's not going to accomplish anything. So this one, as you see, is fairly far along in the budding process, whereas this one, it's like barely even started budding. This is two different plants, you see. This one here is different from this one. This white stuff on here is diatomaceous earth, which I rubbed on some of the leaves. It seemed, you know, either incidentally or as a consequence, our bug problem seems to have gone away. So maybe it worked, or maybe it was just timing worked out. And this one I suspect is Gorilla Glue. It's quite tall. It's taller than me, as you can see. I'm 6'5". Diatomaceous earth is just it's not toxic or anything. It's like it's basically clay, but it's this white powder that's made out of like prehistoric fossilized shrimp or something like that. Anyway, the reason bugs don't like it is because it's so dry. It's such a desiccant that if it gets on them, it messes them up. But it's not a pesticide. So that's why I got diatomaceous earth. And besides that, I only put the diatomaceous earth on a few of the leaves. It's not on the buds. I'm not going to smoke the leaves, obviously. So I suspect this is Gorilla Glue, but I don't really know what any of these are. I suspect it is because it's so stringy, just like Gorilla Glue is, you know. Now let's look at this plant. This one's quite some ways along its budding cycle. And then this one is just getting started budding, really. Also very tall, taller than I am. So, hi, Dulles. Nice to see you. Yeah, they've grown very big over the last few months. Yeah. And we've got multiple of them. But anyways, they provide me a lot of entertainment every day, you know. Yeah, they really do. I come out and I look at them and I pick some dead leaves off and stuff. And it'll be exciting to harvest when it comes time. Probably get a vacuum sealer so we can keep it fresh as long as possible.
Kitty time, it's gonna be kitty time.
There's Kitty.
He's so cute.
Hi, Natasha. You're glad to hear that Frederick is keeping well. Is Alice doing okay too? Remember some shenanigans. I don't know about Frederick and Alice. All I know is path blocking Kitty here.
Path blocking Kitty.
Yeah, so he's still blocking the path, as you see. Oh, yes, what a handsome boy. What a Mr. Bubbles.
Yes. He's Squire Bublington.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Squire Bublington. You know it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
You're coming over here.
Aww. He wants to hang out. He always wants to hang out with us.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mommy and Daddy know.
We love.
And we love.
We know and we
Aw.
love and we love and we know.
Yes, we do.
So, we're having a quiet Tuesday evening here at home. And Rachel and I were talking about going to see an athletics game next week, maybe. If we want to look extra American Gothic.
Oh my God, it really is.
We're very American Gothic.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, and look who's here.
Oh, and look who's here.
It's Mr. Kitty.
He loves to hang out with us.
Yeah. When we walk up to the street to look at the stars and stuff, he'll walk down up the street with us, walk down the street with us.
Yeah, do you believe he's an ENFJ?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love you too, Squire Bublington.
He followed us around all over the place. A lot of bugs out tonight, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We should probably go back inside where there are fewer bugs. I guess we'll have to go around this way. But seriously, what was up with all these spiders all together right here?
Are they mating?
I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me, what is up with this? Why are they all hanging out together like that? Maybe there's a name for that in the world of naturalists. It's known as a spider party.
Spider what?
A spider party.
Oh, it's a spider party.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it really could be.
Those are harvest men?
Pio.
Not spiders, but they look like spiders? They're harvest men. What are harvest men? I've never even heard of that before.
Harvestmen.
What do they harvest?
Oh, that's cute.
When they pack together during the day, they are resting. Harvest men, huh?
Oh, wow. Yeah, they are harvest.
Oh, but you were right, Rachel, because daddy longlegs are a form of harvest men.
Oh.
Yeah. So, you said they were daddy longlegs.
Yeah.
They are a form of spiders. Or they're arachnids, anyway. What do you think they eat?
I don't know. I just knew that they were like not that aggressive.
I see. So, their phylogenetic position within the Arachnidia is disputed. Their closest relatives may be Solifugae or horseshoe crabs, Ricinuli, or Arachnopulmonata, scorpions, pseudoscorpions, and Tetrapulmata. So this is pretty important. Pretty important distinctions we're drawing here. Where did I put my beer? I got a Coors. What did I do with
Yeah,
it?
you had one.
Did I put it outside somewhere?
Did you? Did you?
I don't know. I might put it down over here. Yeah, I did. I put it on this circle here. Oh, that's a tasty pudding. Daddy Longlegs.
Mm-hmm.
You could call me that. It wouldn't be a terrible name for me. I do have long legs and I am a father.
Yeah, it's true. You definitely. Oh my gosh, is that your spirit animal?
Maybe my spirit animal is Daddy Longlegs.
Can we look it up?
Sure. Eric, is there any relationship between NI and time management, specifically speech cadence and musical timing? Well, there's some linkage between NI and timing in the sense that if you're executing a given musical idea, if you're executing via NI, then you know what it's supposed to be. And you try to make it as precisely that as possible. Speech cadence, I'm not sure if that's as... I don't know. Maybe not. Good job, Dreamsy Smokes Reviews.
Yeah.
Now, Trek Zone. Is that something that makes it not possible for you to drink alcohol? Now, Trek Zone. Yeah, that's kind of NI Hero Lamb. It's for opioids?
Yeah, that does sound like me.
So, are you kicking opioids or alcohol? Oh, it can be used for alcohol. Don't be afraid to try marijuana. It can also be used to reduce cravings for alcohol.
That's good.
I dropped a butt on the floor.
Oh! Automatic
Party pop.
party. No.
Carpet weed.
Yeah.
I mean, I can guarantee you that smoking weed is a less dramatic approach than whatever your anti-opioid drug is.
Yeah.
What you need to get through your head, Dreamsy Smokes Reviews, is you don't have a problem with getting loaded. You have a problem with alcohol. Okay? Don't believe the hype. Listen to the Alcoholics Anonymous big book, not the people in Alcoholics Anonymous.
Good advice.
Alcohol is unique, cunning, baffling, powerful. Did I give it back to you?
You did. Oh, it's in my pocket.
L-glutamine? Well, I don't know nothing about no L-glutamine, but I do know this. When I quit drinking, I did it the old-fashioned way. With coffee and cigarettes and candy. Hi, from England. Welcome to you. I was very sorry that your team lost to Spain in the Euros recently in the final. I was rooting for you. But, you know, I picked Spain right at the beginning as the one that's most likely to win.
Wow. Go you.
Yeah, I nailed it. Well, you know what, Dreamsy Smokes Reviews? Don't let me tell you what to do or anything. You know, you do what works for you. And whatever gets you to not sustain an unhealthy relationship with alcohol is, in my opinion, a great thing. I used to have more bravado about functions. I used to care more about talking about it. I've talked about it to death. I mean, I've talked about everything in the world to death already. But you're in a place of enthusiasm about the topic. I'm not, you know? I find it often pointless to talk about because people want to do whatever they want to do with it, not what ought to be done with it.
What ought to be done with it?
Well, people ought to, like, understand what they're doing with it. So, like, what's the proper thing to do with cognitive functions is to explain meow.
Mm-hmm.
What's not a proper thing to do with it? Like, to define yourself for aspirational purposes.
Yeah, no, it's not for that at all.
What is going on here?
Aspirational purposes?
This guy still uses the word colored. I do. I use the word colored to describe things like, no, not the white towels. Bring the colored ones. I think it's interesting when people come in knowing absolutely nothing about me, and then accuse me of somehow judging other people on their appearance. Like, I guess they're irony resistant, these people. I'm going to clean this bomb all night until it's cleaned away. Alright, that's a little bit better. There. Little progress. Okay.
Key takeaways of Daddy Longlegs spirit animal.
Oh, sorry, I didn't look it up.
Daddy Longlegs are seen as symbols of patience and persistence. Their delicate, spindly legs allow them to carefully navigate through life, teaching the importance of taking one's time and not rushing through obstacles. In many cultures, Daddy Longlegs are considered good luck charms. Encountering one is thought to signify new beginnings, fresh starts, and positive changes on the horizon.
What happens if you encounter a daddy longlegs party like we encountered outside?
I want to know too. I'll look it up. Daddy Long.
Maxim says they're poison to humans too, but they can't bite us. Really?
Yeah.
Daddy
That's
Longlegs?
why, like, if they were in my room, I was kind of like, it really sucks.
No, but daddy longlegs is poisonous to humans. They just can't penetrate our skin.
Yeah, they can't bite us.
Huh.
That's why I was never really scared of them.
You know, Ruben, you bring up a good point. We're gonna talk about daddy longlegs. We really should talk about mommy short arms as well. I smashed 420. So what you're saying is I should stop eating so many daddy longlegs? Scrolled to your stream and couldn't even hold it in. Let's just say I exploded everywhere. Clean up on aisle my pants. All right, well, More importantly than that happening, is the reality that you were kind enough to share it with us. Harvestmen have no venom of any kind. That's a myth, says Alec T. Huh. Well, looks like Alec T is the expert on harvestmen and venom and poison today. And I want to give you.
Oh, that is a myth. I didn't think that they were dangerous. My mom used to say that they weren't.
Right.
Also,
Hi, Victor.
That must be injected in fight. Yeah.
Well, Alec T, what do you get when you mix a venom, a poison, and a toxin all together into one liquid? What is it then? And that's how I proved you wrong.
That TI.
That's just me joking. That's just me making jokes. But I do make an excellent point. Alec T, were you planning on becoming a Shakespearean villain? Is that why you studied venoms, poisons, and toxins? Dalla studied intoxicants in college. I did do quite a bit of studying of that as well.
I heard that.
Entomologist. Someone who works for Entomans. No, Ruben, that's not what that means.
It makes me want Entomans, though.
Yeah, donuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like we're a little bit donut deficient lately.
We are.
It's because we run out of pastries. We didn't get any when we went to the supermarket last time.
No, we didn't.
Cake. I remember when I was a little kid, I used to tell my mom, I'd be like, I'm hungry. She'd say, what do you want? I want cake. She'd say, we don't have any cake.
So, you want, what kind of cake would you want? Would you want the cake, baked in the oven and then with frosting on it?
I mean, I wasn't sure. I just wanted cake. It's like I wanted sweet pastry cake stuff,
Uh-huh.
Have you ever had an intense passion that nothing else matters? Well, I mean, it's important to remember that prior to the bulk of the YouTube channel, I was a very active, pretty intense and serious and successful competition debate coach. I was like any sports coach, I was intense. And the reason we won so much, and we won an inordinate amount, is because I cared a lot about winning, like a lot. I was very competitive. You wouldn't really guess it these days. I don't seem that competitive. But it was a perfect storm of things, Alec T. It was a perfect storm of FE positive outcomes from parents, administrators, students, whatever, being recognized as being unusually good. And proving it over the long haul, There was a stretch of 8 years where one of my teams won every single elementary debate tournament. That's just elementary. We won a lot more than at the elementary level, but it just, I believe you, Padawan range bender. I'm not telling you you don't understand cognitive functions or anything like that. What I'm telling you is you care about them a lot more than I do at the moment. You know?
I have no recipe, I think, for coffee cake.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, let me text you. Wait, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably should sleep
Your mom to sleep at 9:15, huh? I believe it.
right.
Pew! He's out. Whoop! I was just helping you with your leg. The A's color commentator earlier in this game had a wonderful thing to say. After this guy had gotten hit on the elbow by a pitch, a 100-mile-per-hour fastball, uh, Dallas Braden said, can't, the next time he came up to bat, I can't think of many guys who could take a 100-mile-per-hour fastball to the weenus. I made a short of it on my channel.
I feel like playing it.
Yeah, Dallas, I know, right? Playing with fire, it's you, my gay son, my dead gay son. My dead gay son is back to life. I don't have any sons. Unless you're trying to tell me that my daughter is actually a gay son. What? What am I looking for? Oh, right. That was Braden saying the weenus thing. That's right. I will show you guys what I'm talking about. I don't know many fellows that can survive a 100-mile-an-hour shot to the weenus. A's commentator nailed it with this description. I don't know many fellows that can survive a 100-mile-an-hour shot to the weenus. A's commentator Dallas Braden nails it with this description. I don't know many fellows that can survive a 100-mile-an-hour shot to the weenus. A's commentator Dallas Braden nails it with this description. Isn't that great? A's commentator Dallas. To do with what they're deciding. Don't get in trouble with the copyright, people. You were at the house last week. I wasn't at your house last week. I was at my house last week. I left it at my house today. Well, obviously, I'm the most accurate, most knowledgeable typologist of all. Yes, that's true. You are very correct, Padawan Rangebender. You have correctly identified me as such. But that doesn't mean that I'm caring about it at this moment. You know, you got to catch me in the right mood. Right now, I'm in the mood for 100-mile-per-hour shots of the weenus. It's a little different. Are you able to bring a 100-mile-per-hour shot to my weenus? I'm not a meanie. You know what I am? I'm a nicey. That's the opposite of a meanie. I'm a nicey guy. Alright, well, you any away at me all you want. That's fine. I'm not telling you not to do you or to do me or to do anybody. Alright? You can do nobody, nothing, or no, or everybody and everything to whatever extent you want. And you won't run afoul of any objections from me. Because I'm Eric, not somebody else. I'm a wiener? I'm not a wiener. Stacy's mom has got it going on. You're right, playing with fire.
How many weenuses do you have?
I have 2 weenuses. You also have 2 weenuses. So together we have 4 weenuses.
Cool.
Which might be weenusi.
Weenusai.
Do we have 4 weenuses or do we have 4 weenusi? Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I'm waiting to go on. Maybe can't you see that you're not here for me? Me. You also have four weenuses. You do not have 4 weenuses, okay? You just have regular weenuses. I appreciate your metaphor there, Padawan range bender. You're in love with Stacy's mom. Well, good for you. I'm so happy for you. She, however, appears to be a popular lady. There's somebody else, I believe, who's in love with her as well. The guy who wrote that song. I think I misspelled weenus, perhaps, in the title. Have I ever been in that situation, like having a crush on someone's mom? Not that I recall. Have I heard the gay version? Stacy's dad has got it going on. I'm here in my codpiece and I'm mowing his lawn. Stacy, can't you see that your dad's got wood for me? I know it might be bad, but I'm in love with Stacy's dad, right? It must be lyrics like that, I'm guessing.
That was brilliantly done.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, I did take edibles. Can you tell? Apparently you can tell. Rachel took them too.
Yeah, I did too.
I could tell with Rachel, but I didn't think I could tell with myself. That doesn't work syllabically, playing with fire. It has to have the same cadence as the other words, okay?
Mommy, Daddy.
Mr. Tahoe is here. Hi, Mr. Tahoe. You are famous. You're famous for your lake. For your lake and your casinos, the whole 9 yards. For your ski resort. You're famous for all of it. Straddling the border of California and Nevada, you are the lake that makes and breaks everybody's plates. Hi, Gialt. So the Athletics are now up 8-4. We squoze out another run.
Yay!
From the Mets. You know, at one point it was 7-1. Shea Langoliers has now reached base 7 straight times. 6 hits and a hit by pitch.
Oh.
Strike 1 on this at-bat, though. I think my lyrics are definitely better playing with fire. Trying to get freaky with me, Unc. Who are you? Pasta Badger. I'm not trying to get freaky with you. I don't even know who you are. Good job, Shay Langoliers. Wow.
Yeah.
Stand up double, 9-4 athletics. Wonderful times, wonderful days. Was having a rotten day, but Kratom was having a rotten day, but Kratom came in clutch. Kratom came in clutch is pretty hard to say.
Kratom came in clutch.
Because I was having a wonderful day, but Kratom came in clutch. But Kratom came in clutch. That's a song called Whistling in the Dark by They Might Be Giants. I know the Athletics are moving to Sacramento. Are you from Sacramento? Because let me tell you something, Mr. Tahoe. Rachel and I are equidistant from Oakland and Sacramento. It's 3 hours either way for us. We get both the Kings, Sacramento Kings, and the Warriors for our basketball teams. So I'm assuming we will get the Athletics when they're Sacramento just as much as we get them when they're Oakland.
Yeah.
Well, they could do it from have a female sing Stacy's dad, have it be a heterosexual song again, but it'd be all about how um, I'm going to make it such that you go to jail because it doesn't work nearly as well from that perspective.
Huh.
You are unfamiliar with Tuesday Pleasantries. Is that like a news thing? No, it's not Tuesday Pleasantries. It's Tuesdays Pleasantries. Okay? With a possessive S, right? Tuesday owns or possesses the pleasantry. Who is in Paris? The Paralympians are in Paris right now having their handy-capable Olympics. Meanwhile, I'm still sitting on my couch, but I'm no longer watching the Olympics. Does that make me ableist? Makes me ableist to change the channel. What about toiletries? Toiletries are pleasant if you need toiletries. Like a little bottle of shampoo. And doesn't that just make you feel like, hey, I'm at a hotel. It's fun. It's fun to have a little bottle of shampoo. I've got a little bottle of lotion that I'll never use. I'll take it with me anyway. I brought it from the hotel. A Tuesday pleasantry. Well, at least you're not Monday. That's pretty good, Winston's mom. Pretty good stuff. You like hotel loot? And you cannot lie? I like hotel loot and I cannot lie. Little bottles that I cannot buy. Free Gideon Bible. You're not supposed to take that from Ruben. I've got a whole room stacked floor to ceiling with Gideon Bibles I've taken over the years. Apathetickies? I don't know what that means. But I do know this. If Rachel and I are going to go see the Oakland Athletics in Oakland, as we plan to do here before the end of the season, we're going to have to get a hotel, not in Oakland, obviously, some distance outside of Oakland, but there's no way I can do the whole go to Oakland, see a game, come back all on the same day. It's just too much.
Yeah, it is a lot.
It's too much to handle. It'll make you go blind. Trying to do that all in one day is the same thing as drinking rubbing alcohol. It'll make you go blind. But I'm thinking it's plausible. Thanks, William. I appreciate your offer to lie on my behalf. I'm not sure that gets me out of the moral responsibility for the deception if I just ask you to lie on my behalf. Your studio is sound treated wall to wall with Gideon bees. Gideon bees. I like it. Who was Gideon anyway, and why did he hand out so many Bibles? Let's find out. Who was Gideon?
Gideon is the one who leaves the Bibles in hotels.
Who was Gideon, and why did he leave all those Bibles? Yeah, like John Lennon sings about it in Rocky Raccoon.
Really?
Yeah, he says.
Oh no, it's Paul.
Oh, is it Paul?
Yeah.
That's a Paul song?
Yeah.
I never would have guessed that.
Wow, really?
I thought that was gotta be a John song.
No, it's Paul McCartney.
No, not who was Gideon in the Bible. Why do Gideons give out? The Gideons is an association of Christian business and professional men and their wives who put Bibles in motels.
So they're people. A group of people?
Yeah, it's like the Swaroptimists or something, the Gideons. One day they realized, oh shit, we got so many Bibles. What are we gonna do with all these Bibles? And so they started giving it to the hotels. Said, here, you take them. Giddy in.
I don't want to be Dan from Naked and Afraid, Last One Standing, like eating most of the stuff.
Oh, you mean stealing bites of honey from other people?
Like, and like just taking like large portions of stuff. Like he like is unaware that like
He's not unaware. He's just shady.
greedy.
Shady and greedy and shady.
So yeah, I don't want to. I like made this for both of us.
Okay, well, you may have made it for both of us, but that doesn't mean I necessarily want to eat any of it.
Okay.
So the other thing is we have a shit ton more of that in the fridge. So I wouldn't worry about you being Dan-like, Rachel. You're never Dan-like. Okay? Dan's a no good Nick. Whereas you are an all good Nick.
Thanks. You're an all good Nick too.
Gideon's Bible uses the King James text, except when it doesn't. For example, they don't believe in using the word ass to describe mules or donkeys, whichever ones are asses. Are asses donkeys or mules? Some friends and I were going to the beach, but the main guy planning it has fallen off the face of the earth. He's probably in outer space then. I don't know where else he would fall. I guess he could just be in the sky somewhere. Jesse Winker. Jesse Winker is at bat playing for the New York Metropolitans. And currently the Athletics are leading 9-4. Alexander is on the mound. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. He probably was waiting for us at the beach when he just floated right off. That makes sense. Y'all, have you considered that possibility? The Bibles provided by the Gideons International and hotel rooms are actually intended to be taken by guests who need them. Well, then you're lucky, Gyalt. It turns out your YouTube app, especially, comes equipped with a rewind button. Looks like Shay Langoliers got dinged up a little bit there. Hi, Cameron.
Hey, Cam.
How's it going? Nice to see you. You can only take the coat hangers if you need them to hang your Bibles up. Then it's okay to take the coat hangers. If you got your Gideon's Bible wet and you're taking the Bible and you need the coat hanger to dry it off, for example.
I still want Entenmann's. I can't believe the effect that like a sweet like that can make on a person.
Yeah, well, I don't really want to go drive anywhere.
No, I'm not saying to get them now. It's just that like I want something sweet.
Proof the weather is turning better is that I sold 2 things in 2 days on Facebook Marketplace. Nobody buys stuff when it's too hot. Pretty much anything the Gideon puts in a hotel room, you can take it.
So like the door lock and key and handle.
Well, usually those ones aren't donated by Gideon, probably to the hotel.
Fair enough.
They probably don't donate that. But things like all the sheets and blankets, curtains, bathrobes, towels. Yeah, everything. Basically, you can strip the room bare. As long as you can establish the Gideons put that stuff there.
Gideon is like an interior design like decorator.
People have really only scratched the surface of the big Gideon's conspiracy. What exactly was left where by Gideon? The iceberg could go deep, I mean, everything's Gideon's when you're high on benzos. How did this get into my luggage? The last thing I remember was taking a couple of Klonopins and I came home with all this crap in my bag. That's a great sentence, Yelp. Everything's Gideon's when you're high on benzodiazepines. It is an amnesiac, Even when I just took a single full one the other day, I kind of like lost a stretch of the night there where I was like, when did I go to bed last night? I read an article about young people language. It turns out most don't even know the definition of skibbity. No, you cannot. This guy's dad, you're being gross. Okay? You can be less gross. That's what you can be. No, you cannot. No, my rental's not Gideon's. Don't worry about that.
So the next time we're at a hotel and there's a Gideon's Bible, are you gonna take it?
No.
Is that bad luck?
Well, I don't need it.
Mm.
Or want it.
Mm-hmm.
I have Bibles here at the house.
It's true.
I never read them. I felt like looking at random things from the Bible. I'd just pull it up on the internet, you know, or order some things from the Bible, and they give me some words, you know. It's kind of fun sometimes, just like reading bits, random shit from old Bibles. It's like, what in the world is this? It makes me want to go get one. Hold on a second. Let's go. Come on, you. You can come with me. I'll be right back, Rachel. The Gideonses. I mean, it's stripped bare at this point. Just nothing but the Gideonses themselves lying on the floor. You know? All right. Let's go Bible. Here we go. I found a holy one even. You could use the ordinary Bible, but frankly, I think the holy one's better. Let's go read about God. A good band name, Stolen Bible. Stolen Bible is a good band name.
They're not stolen if they want you to take them.
No, I agree, but Cameron just said that Stolen Bibles is a good band name, and I agree, it is a good band name. I'm going to cite a passage from the Bible right now, William.
Over.
This here is from the second book of Kings. And it came to pass, when the Lord would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind, that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. And Elijah said unto Elisha, Tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord hath sent me to Bethel. And Elisha said unto him, As the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they went down to Bethel. And the sons of the prophets that were at Bethel came forth to Elisha and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today? And he said, Yea, I know it. Hold ye peace. And Elijah said unto him, Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord hath sent me to Jericho. And he said, As the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they came to Jericho. And the sons of the prophets that were at Jericho came to Elisha and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today? And he answered, Yea, I know it. Hold ye your peace. And Elijah said unto him, Tarry, I pray thee here, for the Lord hath sent me to Jordan. And he said, As the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And they two went on. All right, well, I'm not really sure what's going on there. But I'm not very interested in it. I know that much. Now, let's turn our attention to the prophet Isaiah.
Oh no.
Chapter 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days, that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Boring. I'm sorry, but that's boring. Okay, let's see here. The word of the Lord which came to Jeremiah the prophet against the Gentiles, against Egypt, against the army of the Pharaoh king of Egypt, which was by the river Euphrates, in Carchemish, which Nebuchadrezzar king of Babylon smote in the 4th year of Jehoiakim the son of Josiah the king of Judah. Order ye the buckler and shield, and draw near to battle, harness the horses, and get up, ye horsemen, and stand forth with your helmets. Furbish the spears, and put on the brigandines. Wherefore have I seen them dismayed and turned away back, and their mighty ones are beaten down, and are fled apace, and look not back, for fear was round about, saith the Lord. Let not the swift flee away, nor the mighty man escape. They shall stumble and fall toward the north by the river Euphrates. Who is this that cometh up as a flood, whose waters are moved as the rivers? Egypt rises up like a flood, and his waters are moved like the rivers. And he saith, I'll go up, I will cover the earth, I will destroy the city and the inhabitants thereof. Amen.
Oh my God, no way. That's how it ends?
That's how that part ends.
Oh, wow.
Misophonia is a word that means being triggered by certain sounds. I can't stand how my partner breathes was a fun example. AKA selective sound sensitivity syndrome or sound rage. Is that what you experience when you hear me reading the Bible? Sound rage? Well, anyway, I hope that you all learned important lessons about morality, God, religion, everything today. No bad sinks so far. Walking? Yeah, okay. All right, let's do it. Let's take a little walk. Let's take a walk.
Let's take a walk.
Well, we're not going to be wanking, Leona, but we might be walking. So let's do it. The lesson you learned from what? Today's live stream? You know, people learn lots of things. Every day is a wonderful opportunity for you to learn and for me to teach. Okay. So wise are my ways. So deep is my wisdom. So veritable is my truth, that I walk this earth encountering just an endless succession of teachable moments. And you, every moment with me, is another opportunity to learn. That's why they call me the Jaime Escalante of YouTube, because I'm such a wonderful teacher. You may remember Jaime Escalante, who taught urban youths about math. using real world examples. He's famous for being such a good math teacher. Well, I'm like him, except instead of teaching kids in the hood, I'm teaching you. And instead of teaching them math, I'm teaching you bullshit. So, those are the only real differences. Keep that in mind. You should keep that in mind. You have misophonia. Good for you. So you can take away, but education will never decay. Oh, all right. My education will never decay unless I get dementia. Yes, Luigi, you can. Tonight you can see. Because I'm not monetized tonight, so I'm not really worried about getting in trouble. Here's friend number one. Not very far along in the budding process, as you can see. Just a little bit. But it's quite tall. You know, its ground is lower than my feet, and it's taller than me. I'm 6'5". This one is not so tall. But still pretty tall. This one's quite far along in the budding process, but still not close to done or anything. Realistically, it's unlikely I'll harvest much of anything before October. This is a rare exception. I don't plan on generally showing these going forward. I don't want to encourage any theft, for example. I mean, salvia is not fun at all, Gil. Yes, I have taken it. No, I'm not going to get clones. I grew these from seeds. And I have more of those seeds, so. Salvia is not fun. It's kind of intense. It's kind of weird. Depends on the kind of salvia you get. Yeah. But it's not fun. Harvest men. The harvest men are really gathering together here. You can take a gander at them. A whole bunch of harvest men all in a row. You need to get out into the woods. I was saying that to Rachel earlier today, kind of. Well, because I do this weird thing where I live out here where I have access to off-road trails that can take me deep into the wilderness. I've got a little wilderness car. I don't have to hike it with my legs. That's made for these kind of roads around here. And what do? I watch videos of other people doing the kind of stuff that I could do myself with very little difficulty. I was seriously thinking about going out today in a little wilderness car because it's such a gorgeous day today. It's like, usually it's too hot this time of year, but today was very mild. But instead, I just was like, yeah, but the thing is, I'm not 100% all the way post post sleepy week. There's a little bit of sleepy week left to me. You can see how much sleepy week I have to go by whether or not this is flat. If this gets all the way flat, then I'm fully rested. That is not all the way flat right now. Not even really that close. You can see the tiredness still in my eyes. I don't know why the harvestmen are doing that, but that means there's a lot of food available, according to Sin's Arcade. What if they do that? We do have a lot of bugs, get caught in webs and stuff, so. There are dullest now. I'm doing that thing you were talking about. You never sleep right. You ran out of weed yesterday. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, that flatness under my eye has to do with how much of a sleep deficit I have. I don't know why exactly, but my goal isn't to get that to be flat. It's to not have a sleep deficit. Cool, thanks, Leo Lion. If Tuesday is pleasant, is Wednesday wacky? No, not necessarily. Wednesday, well, I mean, every Wednesday is Wonder Point Wednesday, where Wonder Point values are doubled. These little leaves are nice. I don't know what kind of plant this is, but it's got this super like antiseptic smell. Here, you smell it now. Smell. Smells like some kind of lotion my grandma would use. My grandma, of course, is no longer with us. May she rest in peace. That'd be crazy if my grandma was still alive. This bug. Get away from my head, you. All right. Let's go on inside. Maybe we could wrap this up and maybe Rachel and I could go to, what time is it? It's 7 o'clock. We could maybe go to Sportsman's for pie or something. Do you want to do that?
Oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
Let's see if it's still open. Yeah, I mean, if we go now, we get there about 7:30,
Let's do it.
a little before then, and we'll have a little time to eat some pie. So they're open until 8.
That's great.
All right, so we're going to go do that. Thanks a lot, everybody, for being here. Good morning, but also goodbye to you, newly arriving Rahul reader, because we are going to get pie and coffee or pie and hot chocolate or something from the Sportsman's Cafe. Until later, adieu. You're welcome for the streams today.